What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. I have a lot to discuss here, and I said, hey, let me go live. Let me talk about these topics. Some lot of crap have went on out here in these social media streets that we have to dive into. All right, we got to dive into this, and let's get to our. First of all, we want to say good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Let's get into this show. Now, we got to talk about Bow Wow. Y'all know Bow Wow is an artist that have been out here for decades, right? Since he was a little boy. But now this brother decided to scam a 10-year-old artist, right? This 10-year-old artist reached out to him and said, hey, can you be on my record, be a feature on my record? I believe it was like $10,000. They had an agreement. And he never showed up. He never did the feature. He never promoted the record. He never did anything about the record. And now the 10-year-old artist is suing him for breach of contract, for not doing what he said he was going to do. This is not the first time Bow Wow has been accused of scamming people out of their money. Not the first time how he have been using his talent as an artist and using his celebrity to scam artists. This have not been the first time. And I remember the last time he did it to an artist, that black man, and he was a rapper. He said, hey, can you do can you put me on the playlist, on my Spotify playlist? And that was like a scam. And so he did not put the man on the playlist. The man paid a couple of $1,000s. And Bow Wow went his happy way, didn't do anything. Didn't promote his record, didn't do nothing. So we called Bow Wow out on it a couple of years ago. We called him out on it, and we get a phone call. We get a DM from Bow Wow team from his page, and he said, hey, bro, let's talk about this. Pretty much what you said was bad. It wasn't the truth, or etc. And he called me, a person from Bow Wow team called me on the phone, and we had a conversation, and they were saying how Bow Wow wouldn't scam nobody. The person is a liar. And I said, well, if you got some receipts to debunk what the brother is saying, then I'll take the video down. Fast forward, I didn't take the video down because Bow was a known liar. Now, I'm not going to say allegedly, because this man have been scamming artists that have been ready for fame, want attention, want to be famous, want to be, have that next level, have a couple of $1,000s, and they said, hey, I want to work with Bow to get some traction to my record. And they do this. He's not the only rapper that have done this. It's plenty of these artists, especially during the Rona, that have been using their celebrity to scam people, innocent people, that, hey, I want you to put this record out. Can you get on this record with me? And if you get on this record with me, you can pay X, Y, and Z. I've seen this happen to countless artists over and over again that use their popularity as an artist. And what do? They go out there and scam these people. It is sad. It is disgusting. It is deplorable. It is not right. I feel like if you are an artist and you have all of this celebrity, then use it for good. If I'm coming to you as an artist and say, hey, I got $5,000, right? and I'm going to give you the 5,000 to add me to your playlist or for you to come on my record, right? And you agree to the 5,000, then do what you agreed to do, meaning to get on the record. So you can't tell me that you don't agree to do it when you got my money. And so it's like a lot of people are falling for this trap. And I tell people all the time, don't get caught up with this mess, because you want to make sure that you research this artist or research this person to make sure they're doing a good job. And if they have rumors coming out that they don't do what they supposed to do, then you don't need to be giving them your money. I'm gonna just keep it all the way real. You don't need to be giving nobody your bread if they're not gonna do what they want to do. I gotta speak from the heart, because it's so many people that have so much money in their pocket right now that, they say, okay, this is a one-shot opportunity. I want to work with somebody like Bow Wow because he got 1 million some odd followers, on Twitter or Facebook. He's just a well-known international star. So I know people will work with me, and I know they will come to my channel, or they will come to my music, or they will come to my streaming service. They will do all of that because they know that I am such a good artist. They know that I put in the work. And so if I'm on a Bow Wow record, I know for a fact that y'all will come and listen to it, because I know I'm not big enough for y'all to listen to me on my own, because I don't have the name recognition. I don't have the you know what I'm saying, the brand recognition in the music industry. So I would work with somebody that actually have that recognition. Is it right for Bow to scam the people? No, it's wrong. And hopefully that young girl, that young artist, get their money and plus their attorney fees, because this only to stop this predatory behavior and fraudulent behavior. You got to sue. You got to go at them in court. You got to hit them in their pockets, because if you don't hit them in their pockets, they will continue to go with this evil spirit of, let me steal your resources or give me your money, and then I'm going to block you and act like you don't exist. That's why it's important to take screenshots, important to take evidence and have things written down. It's important to get that person on the phone and y'all have these conversations, because if you don't, they will constantly deal with this over and over and over again. So I want to speak from the heart when it comes to Bow Wow, because I said Bow Wow need to hear this, because I know you're struggling. You're not bringing in the revenue. Your television deals are not, you're not acting. Your residual checks from music is not the same anymore. You're not getting any shows. You're not on any tours lately. You owe a lot of debt. You know what I'm saying? You have so much expenses. So I get it. I get it. But still, with all of that, if someone give you $1,000, then do what you say you was gonna do. All right. If somebody give you $1,000, then do what you say you gonna do, and make sure you pay them their money. All right. So we're gonna move on for that, because when I looked at this story, I said I knew he was a scammer. I knew that he gets these people. He said, "Hey, I want to work with artists. I'm doing features. Blah blah blah. DM me." So they DM me. They send their money via Cash App or PayPal, whatever. They send their money, and then he go ghosts. That's a scam. You are scamming the people. You cannot have somebody give you 5,000 or whatever amount that y'all agree upon, and then you don't do what you want to do. That to me is a scam. You can't do that. You can't say, "Hey, I want you to have some money. I want you to donate. I want you to contribute something, and then I'm gonna promote your song. I'm gonna jump on your record. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be in a video. Okay, then I pay you the money, and then you disappear." That crap is wrong. That is wrong. And people have the tendency, well, I don't believe it because he got millions. You think he got millions. It's many times when I look at these people's net worth, and when you look at their net worth, it's not the same. I remember one time we looked at the when Keke Palmer did an interview, and she said, well, at one point they said my net worth was 100,000. What my net worth was $5 million, and I had only $100,000 in the bank. I'm gonna say it again. I remember they said my net worth was $5,000. I mean, no, $5 million, and I only had $100,000 in the bank. So that's not You know what I'm saying? So just because somebody say Bow Wow net worth is in a couple of $1,000,000, that don't necessarily mean how much liquid cash you got in that bank. How much you credit line you got, properties you got. Then that'll let me know, and then I really judge you as to how much money you got in your account. Right? I'm not worried about a number, because most people, they just do an estimation, they guess. They don't know how much money you have in your bank unless they have give you access to your books. Most of these websites don't do that. Forbes don't do it. No, nobody does that. They just does an estimation, and sometimes the estimation is all the way wrong. All right. So we just had to just dive into that. Now, I want to get to this other topic here when it comes to this. And then, of course, we do have a special guest that's going to join us tonight. They're already here, but I didn't want to bring them on the show with all this messy stuff. So let's get it to Judge Mathis here. So Judge Mathis, apparently he pulled out a piece, pow pow, at some LA city workers, because it was a dispute of a parking space, and somebody wrote an article. It came out that Judge Mathis, pulled out a piece about a parking spot. So we don't know if this is true or not, and I want to make sure I say allegedly, because the judge do sue for defamation and slander. So let me make sure that I pull up and bring up what was said about him. Give me a second. Okay, they said that Judge Mathis denied pulling out a pow pow on the Los Angeles city workers following the dispute. Said he never um, showed a weapon, let alone pointed at anyone. They said Judge Grant Mathis is calling cap on reports he pulled out a pow pow on a Los Angeles city employees following dispute. According to TMZ, law enforcement sources say that Judge Mathis got into it with employees from the LA Department of Water and Power and made a report Tuesday accusing Judge Mathis of threatening workers with a pow pow after a heated confrontation. The employees alleged Mathis got upset after they asked him to move his vehicle from there. Words were exchanged and things escalated to Mathis allegedly flashing and pointing his pow pow at the workers, a claim he denies. The Detroit native explained that employees were blocking his vehicle in, and he could not pull out of his driveway. Judge Mathis also claimed one of the employees got smart with him, and when he stood in the street and told him he didn't move, he get run over by their work truck. Okay. Um, okay, child. Judge Mathis explained he took the employee's word as a threat, but only informed the employee he had a weapon. He made it clear that he never showed the pow pow or pointed it at anyone. They said following the interaction, the employees contacted LAPD. Officers filed a report for okay, and an investigation is currently underway. Okay, this is a lot. You got to be careful. You a black man of stature. I don't know if he showed it. Of course, they will look at video footage or whatever the case may be. I will not be surprised if the judge did not pull it out. But we shall see. I'm not gonna sit here or try to pull out what shoulda, coulda, what really happened. Who knows? But we do know the judge was a gang member. He was in a gang. We do know he was he was selling all type of narcotics. He grew up in the tough streets of Detroit. He was a criminal for many of his childhood and as a teenager. He did clean up his life. He went to law school. He became a lawyer. He became a judge. He turned his life around, and also he became very great as a television judge. But let's be clear. But I will not be surprised if he pulled it out. Okay, I won't be surprised at all if that brother pulled out the weapon. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he didn't pull it out there. I'm not gonna sit and be shocked that he pulled it out there. He could have literally pulled it out there. I'm not gonna sit there and be shocked at all, because at the end of the day, we as black people have to understand that it's always a target on our back, and having this target on our back It's nothing that we can do to stop it. We will always speak truth to power, but always know that when you are stepping into the rim of anything, the eyes and ears are always on you. So we will keep y'all updated with this story. I don't know if he did it or not. I'm not going to sit here and say that he did do it. I'm not going to sit here and say he pulled out this pow pow. I'm not going I'm not going to say none of that. If he did do it, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But if it's self-defense, I can understand. Like if you want to do it, being self-defense, I get it. You got to do it. Be self-defense, okay? I'm gonna just be real with you on that. All right. We gonna give it to him, regardless of what it is. If he did do it, hey, they said, why didn't they call the police right then? And then he pulled it on them. They waited. So we don't know. At the same time, it's a lot that could have been said or discussed. But as of right now, we're gonna keep it. We ain't gonna judge it right now. We ain't gonna judge it. Okay. They said, I believe he did. Okay, we gonna press one of y'all think he did. Press one if y'all think he did. Press one if y'all think he did. Press two, y'all think the judge is innocent. Press one if y'all think he did it. Press two, y'all think the judge is innocent. Press one, y'all think he did it. Press two, y'all think he didn't do it. All right. Let's see what y'all got to say. Press one, he did it. Press two, he did do it. Press one, he did it. Press two, he did do it. So I see y'all in here. All right. Y'all got something to say about it. So I see y'all in here giving y'all opinion. Now, we got to get into this other subject here. And I want to just dive right into this to Tasha K and to T.S. Madison. I want to say this. I know a lot of people is live, so we'll probably go back and reiterate this point. But I just want to get it why it's fresh on my mind. First and foremost, I believe T.S. Madison is a woman that is selective outrage. I want to be careful because, T.S. Madison is very popular. Everybody love Madison, but I'm just not one of those I'm not a fan of her. I feel like what she said about Tasha K, how she told Tasha K that she can suck her private part. I feel like that is a sign of disrespect. It's very disgusting. I think that T.S. Madison have an issue with wanting to assault people without their permission. She always inviting people down to her private parts without their permission. I feel as though that regardless of what Tasha K said, Tasha K never invited T.S. Madison to do any fellatio or any of her body parts, right? I think Tasha K will always stand up for the empowerment of Black women and the empowerment of womanhood. And this is something that T.S. Madison don't understand because she's not a biological woman. She's not a real woman. Let's be clear on that. So she is on the outside trying to tell people that's on the inside how to live their life. And I was disgusted. About, T.S. Madison behavior that she proceeded to tell Tasha K to do fellatio on her. I was disgusted by that behavior. T.S. Madison had multiple allegations about her. Multiple adults, film stars said they were abused by her. One particular young brother that worked with All Queens Men came out and said, quote, T.S. Madison touched him without his permission. It was some type of assault. And clearly today, T.S. Madison decided to come out and say to the public to invite Tasha K to lick on her private part without her permission. So I don't know what is it with T.S. Madison being so obsessed with her private part, her male parts, the same parts I have. And then on the same breath, she want people to say, I am a woman. First and foremost, I went to school and we took a math class, and 1 + 1 is 2. But you can't be one day you want to be a 1, and then the next day you want to pull something else and tell somebody to lick it. So the math ain't math in here. You can't tell me that T.S. Madison, you want to be known as T.S., but the government, according to these United States, on your passport, the government have said your name is Timothy. I just want to read it here. The government that issue your passport literally have your name as Timothy Maurice. All right. From the United States of America. He was born October 22nd, 1977, in Florida, in the USA, place of birth, and they have your name as Timothy, right? That's what they have your name according to this documentation. So if you want people to respect your pronouns and everything else, they actually have here as Timothy Hilton. They have that as your name. Now, I want to read what Tasha K have said here, and we want to read it here. And it said, all that transphobia being thrown around for pure clout. Here is the proof. The U.S. government, as of 2019, got you listed under Timothy Maurice Hinton. So if they call you Tim, so shall I. I also found 2 PPP loans under your real name, allegedly, and one under Chi Chi real name for a business he never had, allegedly. You can call me out of my name. You can drag my kids. You can call me whatever you want, sir. However, until you fully stand in your truth, like Zaya Wade, and get your name changed instead of gaslighting, I continue to call you what listed in the Department of State's database. In Georgia, you only have to live as trans woman for 1 full year to be considered trans. It's been decades for you, Tim. I'm giving hashtag gender reveal. So I understand this, and a lot of times, Tasha have her argument is very effective because on one end it's Timothy, man, and then another end you will all respect me as a woman, but I don't know any woman that is out there tell me to lick on their private I want to use the quiet word, the private part, the private male part. I've never had a female come to me and said, lick on my private male part. They might say, look on, on the C word, but they never would say the male, the male parts. I just don't understand that. So make me understand that you want me to honor you and respect you as a woman, but then you tell a biological woman, a real woman, to lick on your male parts, but yet you want to be respected as a woman. You can't tell me that you want to be respected as a woman, but then say, lick on my male parts. That's, to me, is confusion. The science ain't matching up here. You cannot say when it's okay, today I'm a woman, but then the day you come out and say, I need you to lick on my male parts. That, to me, don't make any sense. How that don't, to me, that doesn't make any sense. And then this same woman, TS, have came out and said that Just Hilarious is masculine. What is more masculine? Just Hilarious is born as a woman, or you telling a woman, a biological woman, to lick and do fellatio with your male parts? That, to me, don't make sense. But where do the real women come in? What do they say when you have a person that is cross-dressing telling you that to lick their male parts? That, to me, that's not right. That you can go on an international platform and tell a woman that was born from birth to lick your male parts, and then at that same breath, you say, honor me as a woman. Excuse me? At that same breath, respect my womanhood. I don't know any woman on this God green earth that tell people to lick on their male parts, the same male parts that I have. I can pull down. We got the same thing. Hers might be a bit longer than mine, but we got the same thing. But that don't make sense that you want me to honor you as a woman, but then I want you to lick my male parts. To me, that's confusion, and you're confusing me right then and there. And then I think it's quite sad that you telling T.S. Madison, you telling Tasha to do this when you have an allegation of a man that said you touched him without his permission. He went as far to say you aid him or word him. And it's multiple different allegations that also came out about your behavior. And you coming out and telling a biological married woman, by the way, to lick on your man parts. Wow. And you supposed to be in Hollywood. You supposed to be so good. And you have all these residual checks and you got all this money. And I just don't understand that. But then you go back to the basement and you get more ignorant. Like, come on now. I just don't. I don't understand that at all as a man, because I feel like it's disrespectful for you to tell a woman to lick on your male part. I can't tell a woman to do that. That to me, without her permission saying that, I will be judged, me 2 times up. But just because you are putting on a wig, you can say that. To me, that is wrong. And that's unjustable. It's a disgusting, deplorable behavior. And where is the other trans woman saying this? That you want us to respect you as a woman, but then you want me to lick on your man parts that grows, got the same thing that I got, but you want a married woman without her permission to lick on that? Something that you have used without any protection, and that you have screwed people, and people have said they caught some things they couldn't get rid of. These are the rumors, is what people are saying about you, and that how you didn't pay those adult entertainers the proper money. Come on, sister, or whatever you want to be called. But you can't tell me, respect me as a woman, but then I need you to get on your knees and lick this man part. Like, come on. And then you're going to have the audacity to say that Just Hilarious is masculine. No, she's the most feminine, beautiful black queen ever. You, whatever you want to be called today, is very masculine, because the most masculine thing that you can say, and it's toxic masculinity, by the way, is telling a woman to lick on your man parts. That to me will tell you something right then and there, that that's the most masculine thing that you could ever tell a woman, is to lick. And it's toxic masculinity, by the way, very toxic, to tell a woman to lick on your male parts. Okay? So I just have to reiterate at that point. And when it comes to that, now when it comes to this, T.S. Madison, you sat with Tasha K. I don't have no sympathy for you, because you sat on the same seat with a woman that lied on Cardi B, was getting sued by Cardi. All the rumors came out, what she said about Cardi B, about the bumps, about this. But you sat your black wide behind down in that basement and you did an interview. So you cannot talk today, whatever you want to call it today, and say, oh, she's a liar. But she been a liar. She wasn't just no liar yesterday. You been knew what you did, but you went in that basement because you wanted an opportunity to grow your show, and you brought her in the basement. I mean, you went in her basement and you drunk her wine, and you knew that she was a liar then. She was beefing with Cardi B heavy during that time, but you did not care, because you wanted to be with Tasha K, because Tasha K was in against Cardi, and then she was allies with Nicki Minaj. So I understand it and I get that. But let's be clear with you. And before I close on this, because I don't want this a long, lengthy video, okay? I just wanted to say this, and now we may open up the phone lines really quickly and let y'all call in if y'all want to call in. And I didn't want my special guest to come up on here while I'm dragging T.S. Madison and what she think that he endorsed what I'm saying about her, because he don't endorse it. I don't know if he do it or not, but I just wanted, out of honor of him, I want to make sure that we talk about her alone, because I don't want anybody to think that I'm tag teaming whatever she want to be called today. I guess today she is a woman, I guess. But she did say, I've never heard of a woman that say lick her man part. parts. Never heard that boy day in my life, and this is 2023. It don't make sense. So I'm just saying. I've never heard it. But I want to say this clearly. I don't care who is your ally, because you can't speak about what Tasha K have done when you made up with Armand Wiggins, when he called you so many man and man this and man wig this, and you made up with him. When it came to this type of stuff, you made up with him. You embraced him. You invited him to your home. But then you cannot say that you can't see it for Tasha K when you made up from a man that put allegation that you R-word somebody and promoted those allegations and put them out again. You know what you did with that man? You invited that man to your show. You invited him and embraced him with a hug. So you stood up with him because gay Trump your whole straight identity. And just like how Tasha K stood up with Jess Hilarious as a woman, you stood up with Armand because he was a bottom, and you stood up with him because though he talk about me, he's a part of my LGB or whatever community you are a part of today, and I stood with that young brother. So again, don't be shocked that T.S. Madison, don't be shocked, sister, that Tasha K is standing for the black woman, because when I ran the poll, most women believe and stand with Jess Hilarious. Most women and men stand with Tasha K. They are disgusted by your behavior that you're telling a woman to get on her knees to lick on your male parts. And Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, I speak to y'all shame as parents that y'all want y'all trans daughter to meet this individual that's telling women to come without their permission to lick on her man parts. Again, that doesn't make, I don't want my child nowhere near a woman that's telling women to lick on their man parts. That to me is cruel, and it's cruel. It is cruel. It is cruel. It is cruel. Now, I just had to say that, and I know y'all is here, and I have to do all that type of stuff. So give me a quick second, really quick. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Let's okay. All right. Do y'all want the phone lines open up? I'm done because I said what I had to say. I'm not going to say no more. I do a part two about this because yeah, I will do a part two about this, but I just had to say that because it was very disgusting. I mean, like, why is she telling this woman to lick on her man part? And I'm not cool with Tasha K. Have she lied? Yes, have she done it? But I don't think that she want to lick on this individual man parts. Absolutely not. No, I don't believe that at all. But I will open up the phone lines if y'all want to call in, and we will do a part two on this, and reiterate our part two on this, and we allow y'all to call in, and I'll make sure I bring the special guest on, and he can come on here and he add on his stuff. If he want to defend her, he can. Okay, he can defend her if he do so choose to defend her. He can defend her if he want to. All right. Because I know I was going to bring him on the show. Okay. All right. So 972-674-9462. If you want to call in, we're going to make sure we do an update on this story. We're going to add on to this story too. I'm just going to hold back and I'll wait till he sit beside us and we will get his opinion, whatever he want to say, and get his reaction if he want to say something like that. But if he don't, I understand. But I want to say this in my close. I want to say this: biological women is real women, period, point blank. There is no shaking about it. There is no trying to put things about it. There is no this. There is no that. Biological women do not have no breast at the top and a peen at the bottom. They don't have that. They never had that. They never compete with that. And they're not trying to compete with that. So don't come there when you got candy in between your legs, and then you got chest meat and deciding to tell and dictate to real women. And I hope that T.S. Madison apologized for welcoming and inviting a woman without her permission to go to get on their knees to lick on your man parts. I think that's disgusting. I think that's illegal, and it's just not right at all, in my humble opinion. I just don't I just don't like that at all when it came to stuff like that. And I'm just gonna mind my own business. But I had to come on here and chit chat with y'all about that because I said, hey, this is something I got to discuss and talk about. Now we're gonna resume this at about 8 o'clock after Tasha K go live because we're gonna hear her response and then we're gonna update this and do another revamp because I know she went live on IG. So I will wait till somebody upload her IG. Hopefully they upload it. And then we can hear that, and then we can go and listen to her show in a couple and then update the story because I want to hear her side. I heard T.S. Master side. That's the abuser side, the abuser, the S assaulter allegedly, telling people to lick on her man parts. I'm totally against that. But we're going to hear from Tasha K, a real woman, and see what is her real woman perspective on this matter. So I will talk about this, and I will talk about her point of view, and I want to get a clear, precise opinion about that. And I want to hear your comments. What do you think? Do you think that T.S. Madison was wrong to tell a real woman to lick on her man parts? I want to hear what y'all got to say in the words of Milagro Grams, my dear missionary. I love her dearly, and that's a biological woman. I will never invite her to lick on my man parts without her permission. She always said, little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to what? Put God first. Now, we kind of come back and revisit this because I want to see what Tasha got to say. And then I'm going to come back with a 2-hour live clapback and give you some more information. All right. So I know y'all going to watch this and y'all going to have a good old time with this. But I want to say this really quickly while we're here. Because Queen Ops, give me a second here. According to the streets, she have been released from jail. All right, she posted bond. She posted a bond. So she did posted everything. So we're gonna keep y'all more updated on that. We're gonna wait till she posts on her OnlyFans because I believe she said she's gonna post on there, give us an update. But she have been released from jail. All right. So we can give y'all more information on that. I know some of y'all, this is the first time y'all heard of these breaking news, but we have heard from our team that she have been released, and God is good that she have been released, and hopefully that she get a good attorney to fight for her and to get her out of to get these charges dropped, in my humble opinion. So she is released as of right now. I don't know about her girlfriend, but as of right now, the queen has been released. So we will update y'all more about that later on today, and we will see y'all in the next episode. Thank y'all so very much. I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to view this. I want to keep it short and sweet so y'all attention span could be in order, and we will talk about it more in the future. All right. Thank y'all so very much. And we'll be revisiting this live immediately following Tasha K. We'll be back live on The Wiley Show. Peace.